Welcome into the Martins Peterbilt Cardinal Media Network pregame show brought to you by Yaden's Auto Sales. Tonight, visiting with head coach Jeff Davis. Coach, it's amazing, but you're starting your 15th year here at South Laurel.
Yeah,
And
quick.
It does go by fast. And, you know, as I was looking at some things today, you're approaching 300 wins in your career here at South Laurel. It's an amazing statistic.
I'm glad you count. I don't. I'm just honored to be here. Like I said when I got hired, it's a special place where they allow you to come and coach and be who you are. And people don't realize it. In the gym down there, there's only been 4 boys basketball coaches, and when I came after this job and interviewed for it, that was one of the appealing things. They stick with you and let you do your job, and it's a special place.
You know, a lot of consistency there, and you've had some great athletes come through in that time. But I think what that shows is not only support from your administration, but great community support here in London and at South Laurel.
We have tremendous support. None of this, what we're doing right now, would be possible. Things that our kids are able to do and put them in experiences to see, none of that's possible. And in this day and age where athletics, it's becoming harder and harder to do things, and funding and all this other stuff. And if it wasn't for the sponsors, supporters, our parents, and the fundraising that goes on, a lot of these things and these kids would not be able to experience.
You know, as we are approaching tonight's game, we're already a couple games into the season, but a very challenging schedule for your Cardinals this year.
Yes, I think so. But there's some that think it's a cupcake schedule, so we just play the games that we can get. Two really challenging road games to start the year. We had 2 really tough scrimmages. Frederick Douglass, Danville Christian. I think they're both one's in the top 5 in the state, and the other one's approaching top 20, maybe top 15 in the state. And then you had North, who was top 6 last week, and now we're playing Clay County, who I think people really underestimated going into this year. I had them right up 1, 2, 3, right up in there, because they're very talented, they're very big, they're athletic, and they're well coached, and that's a great recipe for success, especially in this region.
You know, and you talk about the region, and always a difficult region, but when you look a little closer at the 50th district, always a challenging 50th district season. You know, going on the road to Corbin, going on the road to Whitley County, you got Williamsburg, a very challenging district schedule. And before you can even talk about the region, you have to get out of a very challenging district.
Yeah, and I think that's, if you looked over the years, it's been very balanced. You've got to come every night in that district, especially with the seeding. And sometimes the seed didn't really matter. You going to Whitley, going to Williamsburg, going to Corbin are really hard to go play in. And I think you saw it last year where, teams are beating each other at their place or even on the road, and then you turn around and you're in a dogfight again. So we try to schedule our regular season to prepare us for our district, because it is such a gauntlet, and then gets us ready for the postseason and the tournament. So it's a tough district.
Coach, when you talk about home and home, I think we'd be remiss if we didn't talk about our Cardinal Crazies.
Oh man, even when they are charging them to show up at games, they still show out. And our kids feed off that. They have for years, but especially this year, we're going to need them more than ever, especially with the inexperience and the youth that we have. And it's always great when you can go out there and you have a bunch of kids that give you that little extra boost, but also give you that little home court advantage as well. So, we challenge them to come out. We want them to come out, and we'll do whatever we can to help make sure they come out for our guys.
I'm in a unique situation. I've seen the Cardinal Crazies from both sides. Now I'm on their side. I've seen them from the other side as well, and they are very, very, very loud on the road. We used to, when they used to come down to Whitley County, we used to have to keep an eye on them because they had an effect on the basketball game.
Yeah, and I don't think they really understand the effect they have. When you go in those district meetings and you talk about seating arrangements and what's fair and not fair and where you're placing people, you sit back and laugh because I remember there, especially a 3-year period where we were at other places. It's like student section are way up here, and it's funny how they became more of the focus than the game. Where are we going to put them? And that's a testament to our school culture. That's the Dr. Kidd allowing these kids, and I think you've seen the growth in our school since he's taken over. It's really the positivity in our school, the school culture, the school spirit is just magnified. And I've always said over the years, it's a direct correlation between how you do in the classroom and how you do on the sports fields or courts.
Absolutely.
And then that's a testament to him and his leadership and allowing these kids to have pep rallies. We used to not have pep rallies. Now we have them multiple times throughout the year, and recognizing our sports and not making it such a burden that they are athletes, but embracing them and encouraging kids to play multiple sports, just not one.
Okay, we'll come back and visit a little more with Coach Jeff Davis right after this.
Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Yaden's Auto Sales, where every deal is a slam dunk. If you're looking to drive home a winner, Yaden's has the lineup to get you there. Quality vehicles, great prices, and a team that always delivers the assist. Stop by Yaden's Auto Sales and let them help you score big on your next ride. Yaden's Auto Sales, proud supporter of Cardinal basketball.
Coach, as we enter the season, certainly a challenging schedule. We've talked about that, but a new roster this year, some big names from the past are gone. And what kind of challenge has that been for you as a coach to mold your new roster into a competitive unit?
Well, it's trying to figure out how we're going to play, trying to help guys find a new role, find their comfort zone. And the biggest thing is it's been fun. This group has been really, really fun because we're teaching things that we took for granted for a few years, like coming in and running plays or our defense or whatever, and they know it and they're teaching each other. And now we have to go back and teach even more, which is fun because the kids are eager to learn and they want to do it. They want to do well. And I think you saw that in our first game defensively. I was really, really proud how physical we played, how attached we played, and we just didn't hit shots, and that's a credit to them. But this team can shoot it. We're doing it in a practice. We just got to transfer it over to the game, and that will come with time. But these games that we're playing are really making it hard for them to understand. But that's what we want early on. We've got great leadership. I tried to give them a day off the other day, and they were shaking their head, no, we want to practice. And you don't get that very often in today's society. Anytime they can get a day off or something easy, kids want it. This group is very connected. They're eager. They play for each other. They root for each other, and it has a chance to be a special group.
Offense is obviously important, and you talk about being able to shoot the ball. But one thing I've seen over the years, particularly at the high school level and watching 13th region basketball, one thing I've noticed is defense travels. You might have an off night on the road offensively, but defense is about hustle and about preparation. And that's one thing I think your teams have really excelled at year in and year out.
Yeah, and I get a lot of questions about our defense and what do we do, how we do it. And it's just like anything, and I tell them all the time, we tolerate what we accept, and we demand that you play hard, we demand you play aggressive, and we demand you play together. And the one thing that we really, really focus in on is it's effort. Defense is a lot about effort. Yeah, there's technique, but there's a lot of it's effort, and that's what we saw in the North game was tremendous effort tremendous focus and communication, and there's other little nuances, but it all comes down to how bad you want it and how big your heart is. And my dad has a saying: either you're a competitor or you're not. And
True.
And it is so true, and that we preach that every day. Either you take it personal when somebody's, we say, picking on you on offense when you're guarding, or you take it personal when people score on you. And it just comes down to, are you a competitor?
Coach, I've interviewed a lot of coaches over the years, and one thing that really sticks out in my mind, when I interview you and I talk to you, you say we. You've got a great coaching staff, and I'm sure that's, it's the program when you say we, but it's your coaching staff as well, and you're blessed with a very deep coaching staff.
Yeah, it's I never believe it's me. You brought up my coaching record. I didn't know what it was. I could care less. That doesn't mean anything to me. It's about these kids, my coaches. But the more thing, it's our school. This team is not my team. It's our school. It's our community. They're representing not only South Laurel but London and Laurel County, and there's some pride into it. And I know it's not me. Heck, I'm probably the one that holds it back more than anybody. But I have tremendous coaches that are eager, they're hungry, they're excited to help kids, and they want to do it. And we've got a great balance now. We have some AARP coaching cards, but we got some youth coaches now. There for years, I told Dennis and Dad and Roscoe, just get you AARP cards. But now, we've added some youth, and we've added Alex Hostel, who used to play for me. Now he's come around and he's helping. And it's funny to see his perspective when he talks to these kids, because he knows what I want. He played for them. And then you get Josh Hamlin and Josh Smith, who've both played in this region. Coach Hamlin's been a head coach. Josh has been, he's won regions and everything. So those experiences, you want people around you that are smarter than you, that have a vision of hunger, that they want to continue to get better. You don't want people on the staff who are just happy to be there and there for the glory or whatever. You want them to be just as passionate as you.
All right, Coach, thanks for talking with us. Good luck as we take on the Clay County Tigers tonight on the road.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Martin's Peterbilt is a third-generation family-owned business known for outstanding parts availability and unmatched service. Their knowledgeable staff and dedication to keeping your truck on the road makes them your complete resource for trucks, trailers, parts, service, and much, much more. Serving London and the surrounding states for more than 50 years. Stop by one of their 5 locations today or call them at 606-878-6410 or at martinspeterbilt.com.
Good evening. We're speaking with Coach Todd Winland on the Martins Peterbilt Cardinal Media Network, Yadin's Automotive pregame show. Coach, tonight going to talk a little bit about basketball. I'm going to talk a little bit about you, because even though you're entering your second year here, a lot of people still don't know who Coach Todd Winland is. Maybe that's a good thing. I don't know.
It's a good thing. That's right. It's always a good thing.
Well, the interesting thing is I learned a little bit about you this summer. I show up to play golf, and there you are at the golf course. So you play a little golf.
Yep. Extensive golf background. Played it since I was 5 years old. My dad got me started very early. My whole family played, and I went on a golf scholarship to Purdue University. So played college golf and then played professionally after that, and was a club professional in Indiana for over 30 years. So
I'll say, how does a club professional in Indiana end up in southeastern Kentucky at one of the more storied programs coaching girls basketball?
Yeah, it's a lot of people have asked that question, and I was at the time in my life where my kids were growing, single, so I didn't have a spouse to travel with, and I had at my point in Indiana, I didn't like class basketball. There's 4 state champions every year, and I started just kind of looking around at places. I had relatives in Glasgow, so over in Barron County, and I almost took the Barron County job in 2018 when it was open. You know, the superintendent there was one of the relatives, so he was trying to get me and my family to move down, but it just wasn't the time to do it at that time. So I had some strong connections with some coaches in Kentucky, college coaches from players I had at, in Indiana, and one of them sent me a text, said, "Hey, this is a really good job." And then Joe Stockton over at North Hardin sent me a text, said, "This is a good job, you ought to." So I thought, oh, what the heck? So I sent my resume in and went through about a month procedure of interviews, and next thing I know, here in London, Kentucky. So,
well, we're glad to have you, certainly. And as you enter your second year, your first year, a lot of success, and certainly it didn't end where you wanted it to, but a lot of those kids back, and it's very high expectations for your Lady Cardinals this year.
Yeah, there are. We played so many young kids last year, and I think they bought in really early to what we were doing. We kind of didn't play the same styles that they had played in the past, and there's a little adjustment early, and once they got accustomed kind of what we were doing, things kind of took off, and kids all got along together great, and we had a good run, and it didn't end like you said, like we wanted it to, but I told him, I said, just remember this feeling in his locker room so you can feel it for all summer, and so we've got off to a pretty good start this year. We haven't played, up to our capabilities yet, but I don't want them peaking until about mid-February.
That's the big time right there,
Right.
And, I was looking at your schedule. Once again, a very challenging schedule for you.
Yeah, it's brutal. I did that on purpose because when I was in Indiana, when I had my really good teams in Indiana, we played the toughest schedule in the state. And I think it really helped prepare us, because once you get past the region and you go to a RUP, you don't want any surprises. You don't want to say, well, this team's really athletic. We haven't seen an athletic team, or this team's got great size. We haven't seen great size. So, I think when I looked at the preseason top 25, I think we played 15 of them.
That makes for a very challenging schedule.
Yeah. So, that's good for us.
When you came here, I'm sure Indiana basketball, everybody talks about Indiana basketball, but it's still not the same as Kentucky basketball. And I saw an interview with you at some point, and you talked about you were a little shocked at the level of support and the enthusiasm that the girls basketball program here at South Laurel has.
Yeah, it's I think that was an eye-opener in August at the first middle school home game, in a sixth grade game. I looked up and stands are almost three-quarters maybe almost full on one side. I'm like, holy cow, this is a middle school game, I was kind of laughing, but that's what I want. You want to be in that environment, and I tell our kids all the time, you can't be afraid of the moment, and the coach can't be afraid of the environment, and that's what you want to be. You want to be in a program that's had great success, and you don't want to go into a program that's run down and not very successful. So fortunate to be here, to be honest with you, with that aspect.
We'll come back and visit some more with Coach Todd Winland right after this.
Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Yates Auto Sales, where every deal is a slam dunk. If you're looking to drive home a winner, Yates has the lineup to get you there. Quality vehicles, great prices, and a team that always delivers the assist. Stop by Yates Auto Sales and let them help you score big on your next ride. Yates Auto Sales, proud supporter of Cardinal basketball.
Coach, as we're in early mid-December now, we've had a few games, and the big game was in my mind was the Sacred Heart game. And what did you learn from that basketball game about your team?
Well, I learned they didn't understand what a live ball turnover was. No, but we just had too many live ball. You know, as one of our goals is limit our live ball turnovers, and you know, we're down 6 at half, and I told Matt, I said, we haven't played very well. You know, we haven't shot the ball very well. We turned it over, and we're still in the game. So I said, you know, second half we ran 2 sets right away. We got 2 at the rim layups and missed them. And they get out in transition and score. And I think had those 2 shots been made early in that third quarter to cut it to 4-2, I think you're looking at a different game. But you know, it got up, went from 6 to 11 because the 2 and a 3 in transition, and you know, they were fighting an uphill battle with, you know, they're very talented. And but I think it learned 2 things, that you know, live ball turnovers can kill you, and that we can play with the upper echelon in the state if we're at our game.
As we look ahead in the season, you talked about the brutal schedule. You know, the 13th region is no cakewalk.
No.
It's certainly not. But even you look closer, the 50th district is pretty tough.
Yeah, it's probably in the top 5 of all districts in the state in sports. I mean, you got Whitley, you got Corbin. Those are 2 really good girls basketball teams historically, and you know, you don't see that very often. So it's a dogfight. You know, that 1 seed's pretty important. You know, we emphasized that last year, and we're going to emphasize it again this year.
You know, as you prepare and look ahead, you talked about peaking in February, but I'm sure that you're trying to identify some of those young girls who could step up and maybe play different roles and do some things that maybe they've not been asked to do in the past.
Yeah, you know, right now we've got 2 kids that haven't even suited up or played hardly at all. They're coming off injuries, and you know, we got Morgan Jackson out from the volleyball and softball team, golf team too. She plays everything. She's a great athlete, but she's had some injuries, and then Ken Andis is coming off an Achilles injury, and so those 2 have not really. Ken is starting to practice. Morgan's not practicing right now, so once they get back in the fold, it's going to be the dynamics are going to be a little even different, you know, to roles. And I told them the other day, I said, you know, great teams make sacrifices. You know, are you willing to make the sacrifice to play less minutes, be on a great team? You know, we'll find out here as we move forward.
You know, you just answered one of the questions I was going to ask you. What's the key to success? And I think you just kind of hit the nail on the head. For a team concept in any sport, are you willing to sacrifice for your team?
Right, yeah, right. You know, and that's, you know, the first game we played against Rockhouse, we had 4 kids in double figures. You know, when you have kids that can score, multiple kids, 4 or 5 or 6 kids, makes you a little tougher to defend. You know, when we played Rockcastle, we took their first 2 players that averaged, I think they averaged 36 a game last year. We held them to 10 and 8. That's why we won the game, because they didn't have, you know, enough scoring outside of those 2. So with us, you know, you take Skeeter and Macy away, you still got Aubrey, you got Hallie, you got Riley, you got Kenzie coming off the bench with Shelby and Emma Adams. You know, the 2 come off the bench at Madison Southern, Adams and Fannin had 7 points apiece in the second quarter. So they kind of kept us in the game for a while there.
You know, and you talk about some of those names, and looking at the games last year, particularly Fannin, she was one of the last ones off the bench, and here she is coming in this year and stepping up and giving you key minutes.
Yeah, she's you know, growing, you know, shot up like a weed, and she, you know, she's, you know, I've had her in middle school for 2 years, and she's got that dog mentality in her to want to be good and want to score, and she knows everything we do. You can put her at the point, you can put her at the 2, you can put her at the 4. She's gonna figure it out real quick where to go, and you know, she's been a really vital piece to us in the first 3 games. We had a big 3 against Rockcastle, got a big steal against Rockcastle, and then like I said, her and Emma come in and had 7 points apiece the second quarter at Madison Southern.
Coach, getting a look at another region foe tonight, Harlan County. Your thoughts on Harlan County and kind of the region as a whole?
Yeah, the region's got a lot of young talent. Harlan County's really young like us. A lot of guards, shoot a lot of threes, so we're going to have to defend a three ball tonight and go get some long rebounds. Clay County's got a lot of youth over there. North is north, until someone beats them. They're at the top of the food chain right now. And then, Corbin's got a lot of young kids. Whitley's got a pretty solid program. Harlan Independent's pretty solid. So, Bell County's got a lot of good players down there. So it's loaded, and like you said, getting through the 13th's not easy. So we're hoping to get there.
All right, Coach, thanks for visiting with us, and good luck tonight and throughout the season. And I'm sure we'll be talking more as the season goes along.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Welcome to the Martins Peterbilt Cardinal Media Network, your home for South Laurel Cardinals basketball. Tonight, the broadcast brothers, Jamie and Tyler Dotson, are courtside to bring you all the action, all the excitement, and every highlight as the Cardinals take the court. Settle in, South Laurel family. Tip-off is moments away, and we're ready for another unforgettable night of Cardinal basketball.
Good evening and welcome to the South Laurel Lady Cardinal basketball right here on the Martins Peterbilt Cardinal Media Network's Tyler Dotson and Jamie Dotson, the broadcast brothers, coming to you live from South Laurel High School on the Sheriff John Root pregame show. Jamie, tonight it's the South Laurel Lady Cardinals taking on the Lady Black Bears of Harlan County in the battle of 13th region foes. And South Laurel come in tonight 2-1 on the season. Harlan County 0-2. And Jamie, Cardinals had a tricky weekend. Tough loss to Sacred Heart on Friday night. They were in it for a while, and then Sacred Heart kind of blew past them there in the fourth quarter, and then a come from behind win over a tough Lady Eagles team from Madison Southern. Jamie, tonight's matchup should be one that South Laurel can handle, but you never know. And Coach Wendland's been trying to find the buttons and motivate some of his players to get them to where they're at. And again, third game of the season. This is the fourth, and we'll see where we're at tonight. What's your thoughts on tonight's game?
Tyler, Coach Whelan and the team has absolutely got a gauntlet of a schedule. Now, this one tonight may not be such a hard one, but then you don't want to overlook this Harlan Black Bear team as you look for that big game or that big, like Sacred Heart and in Madison Southern. Those games are marked on their schedule. It's going to be a tough one on the road. Those kinds of things. You don't want to overlook this one tonight, as they're coming down here from Harlan. They're not expecting to come out here and just lay an egg. So they're going to try their best to put on a good game plan and a structure to put them in position to win. And you got to make sure, if you're Coach Wendland in the team, that you eliminate that quickly and get off to a good start.
Jamie, you're exactly right. And Harlan County team, a pretty young squad. They had two close losses last week: 67-62 lost to Knox Central, and then 45-42 to Knott County Central. So they got the Caves out of the way, and so now taking on South Laurel tonight, led by freshman J.C. Simpson, 15 points per game, and so keep an eye on her. And then sophomore Jaylee Cochran is right behind her at 11.5, and then eighth grader Talon Napier. So, Jamie, again, a super young squad, and then another freshman, Reagan Clem, averaging 8 points per game. We saw their JV squad there. There's some talent here. It might just be some youth on their squad, but as South Laurel can attest to that, they've been young forever. Now they're still young, still just juniors, and one lone senior, Aubrey Bundy. Aubrey had a nice game last time out, and she's always a threat, and I love her confidence, the way she's firing it up from out there. How about this, James? Last week, that Saturday game, Mackenzie Fannin and Emma Adams, 7 points, both of them off the bench. Fannon's had a nice start to her season, but I love that contribution off the bench from Emma Adams.
Yeah, and also we've not talked about McKenna Andes.
Yeah,
coming off an injury. We might see her play tonight, Tyler, as an Achilles injury, I think was what the word was. Hopefully she looked decent in warm-ups here. We'll see what if Coach plans on playing her tonight. Get her back in the lineup. She is a big help on this roster.
Yeah, especially on the glass and the energy, and just another defender and one that can knock down an open three. Looking at the statistics there, South shot poorly Saturday from the three-point line, and Coach Wendland had talked about to me over there before the game, just trying to find some consistent scores and trying to get a couple players going, and that involves leading scorer Macy Messer from last year. He said they just need to find a little spark, something to get her going, and maybe she does that tonight.
You know, these girls, as some of the shooters on this team, with especially with Macy Messer, it does not take her but one or two to go down, and then she's in rhythm, and then she's looking for a shot, and next thing you know, she's got 16 or so.
Yeah, I think she had 15 Saturday, but that's about where she was at against Rockcastle. But Jamie, it just seemed at times that she wasn't out there, and then all of a sudden, bang, she gets 7 in a row. So, solid player.
We mentioned some more shooters. Callie Jones can knock it down. Aubrey Bundy has been a high percentage shooter the last couple seasons. And then our anchor, the anchor on this team with Peyton Mabe, she can knock them down from behind the arc too, but she is a force to be reckoned with on the boards, offensive boards, and that mid-range game. And she is an excellent ball handler, and that's what I love about Peyton Mabe. She can come out here if she needs to handle the ball, and a lot of offense goes through her at her running the point, and that's a lot of fun because she's so much taller than most folks that guard her, and she can look over and really run the offense, and she really likes to get around that free throw line, get the ball there, run the offense from there. A lot of fun keeping up with her.
Looks like Andy's back in street clothes here tonight, Jamie, so we're not going to have her. Callie Jones and all these girls just seem to be so poised out there, no emotions, and they're kind of led by Skeeter. She kind of, that's the way she rolls, and she had a big game on Saturday, Jamie, just totally complete, 15 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists. She probably blocked a multitude of shots as well. She's just she's a great ball player and still just a junior, so she's so fun to watch, and we're looking forward to this one tonight as head coach Gary Greer bringing his Lady Black Bears down, making the trip over here. It's always fun. They should have brought us some racks, would have been nice, but
yeah, we could go for a good nice barbecue sandwich over there.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Maybe if Paul Douglas is listening,
fax us a beef, bacon, and cheddar.
Yeah, get us over. Wonder what Paul has probably got one named after him over there. Paul Douglas, text me if you got a sandwich named after you.
Got a signature sandwich over there. It's probably some au jus or something, some sort of French dip. He's fancy like that.
He likes different places. He's a world traveler.
Yeah, he's very cultured there. Great guy, and shout out to them. Jamie, how great do they treat us every time we've been to Harlan County? Football, basketball, just wonderful people over there.
Yeah, most of the 13th region, and most everywhere we go, we've had a lot of good hospitality and hospitable folks, and Harlan County is one of the best.
Well, that'll do it for the Sheriff John Root pregame show. We'll step aside for the playing of our national anthem, and right here, and this game is brought to you by Wetzel's Pretzels. Tonight's broadcast sponsors, Cold Stone Creamery and Wetzel's Pretzels, bringing you the sweetest wins and the saltiest snacks of Cardinal Nation. We'll step aside for the play of the national anthem.
Martin's Peterbilt is a third-generation family-owned business known for outstanding parts availability and unmatched service. Their knowledgeable staff and dedication to keeping your truck on the road makes them your complete resource for trucks, trailers, parts, service, and much, much more. Serving London and the surrounding states for more than 50 years. Stop by one of their 5 locations today or call them at 606-878-6410 or at martinspeterbilt.com. Just like a strong defense on the court, Sheriff John Root and his team work every day to protect Laurel County. With dedication, teamwork, and community pride, they're here to keep our families safe on and off the field. Good luck to the South Laurel Cardinals. This broadcast and all of our exceptional web content at Cardinal Media Network are brought to you by Julie Ross Ray Media Consulting. With over 20 years of experience, Julie provides tailored media solutions to help take your business to the next level. Learn more at julierossraymedia.com.
First National Bank of Manchester. Experience modern banking with hometown service at First National Bank of Manchester. They offer a variety of personal and business accounts, loans, and free digital banking services to meet your needs. Visit them at 1211 West 5th Street or call 606-864-8360. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Yaten's Auto Sales, where every deal is a slam dunk. If you're looking to drive home a winner, Yaten's has the lineup to get you there. Quality vehicles, great prices, and a team that always delivers the assist. Stop by Yaten's Auto Sales and let them help you score big on your next ride. Yaten's Auto Sales, proud supporter of Cardinal basketball.
Welcome back here to South Florida High School. It's the Harlan County Lady Black Bears and the South Florida Lady Cardinals fixing to tip off tonight. We got eyes over at Clay County tonight as the boys are hit the road to Manchester. You can check them out. I think PRTC is carrying that game. We opted to stay home here and give the Lady Cards some coverage, and so Julie will be updating us with scores over there. So a tough matchup tonight for Coach Jeff Davis and his squad, but we've got a good one in store for you tonight on a chilly evening here in December. Jamie, a little starting lineup here for the Harlan County Lady Black Bears.
I've got 7 of them circled, Tyler, so I'm going to go through this. Freshman guard number 10, J.C. Simpson. Tyler mentioned her in the pregame, 15 points last game. Number 11, freshman, Reagan Clem. Number 23, she's a senior, Whitney No. And another senior, number 32, Lacey Robinson. And I think it's sophomore number 13, J.C. Cochran, also in the starting lineup.
That's head coach Gary Greer. And for the Lady Cards and Coach Todd Wendland, 2-1 on the year. Familiar starting 5. As Jamie, you want to give that to us? You meant to do that.
I got it, man. Freshman number 1, Riley Bretz. And junior number 4, Macy Messer. Senior number 11, Aubrey Bundy. Freshman number 15, Callie Jones. And junior number 54, Peyton Maid.
It will be Simpson, I believe, and Messer here to tip it off. A jump ball brought to you by Wetzel's Pretzels and Cold Stone Creamery. Low ball tossed up, controlled by Harlan County. Well, half jump ball there, ref.
Keep it low.
Southlaw starts out. Little man defense.
This is where Southlaw is really good on the defense. They switch well, avoid the backdoor cuts like that one just happened.
And nearly stolen away. And it's Lacey Robinson with the ball. Gets that over to Reagan Clem. Good defense here by South Florida to start this game. Settles down in the hands of Simpson. So gets it over to Whitney No. Did you call any of these girls' names?
Every one of them.
Okay, way to go. You nailed it.
One of those questions, 13.
Yeah, Jaylee Cochran. She has the basketball now. Little ball fake. Now baseline it goes to No. Top of the key to Robinson. Man, nothing doing this possession.
Already a minute into the opening tip-off.
Simpson has it, and that's going to be nearly stolen away, and it is. It's South Florida coming away with it. Brett's on a run out the other way. Can't get the layup to go. Callie Jones with an offensive rebound. She misses. And we got a foul underneath as that ball is controlled by Macy Messer. Jamie Messer had the steal and led the break up ahead.
Tough angle for Brett's on the break, but good offensive board. Couldn't find the basket there. 0-2 to start the game.
Inbound it goes to the Maid. She drives in, floats up a high shot. No good. Ball hits Jamie. Good looks, but bad-looking shots so far for South Florida. Simpson pushes it ahead. 3 ball for Cochran is good.
On the board first with a 3 by J.C. Cochran.
They're going to call that a 2.
Or Jaylee Cochran.
But Cochran gets it. Macy Messer underneath, throws it out of bounds. Jamie, South Florida has a distinct size advantage out here. Let's see if they can take advantage. Callie Jones throws it in out top to Mabe. Two-hand pass over to Jones. Little bounce pass underneath the Bretts. Fires it out of the low post to a corner three for Bundy. She can't connect, and Jones cleans up the offensive glass and lays it up and in. 2-2.
I think that's 4 offensive boards already on the night for the Lady Cards.
Simpson with Bundy on her. They're going to double team out of there. Sorry, that was Cochran now to Simpson. She'll drive all the way in. Gives it up. Turn down the three in the corner. Did number 32 there, Lacey Robinson. J.C. Simpson with the ball out top.
No man's land here. Pick up her
About a
dribble.
5-second call here. No, she gets rid of it to Reagan Clem. Clem gets into the foul line. Drops it off. Got a little collision on the sideline there. Looks like Whitney No. And another turnover. It's Messer up ahead to Bretts on the left side this time. Can't connect on the layup, and she's going to be fouled and go to the line to shoot 2.
Another good pass up ahead was Macy Morris to Bretts with a lot open, but then a good streaking down defense. Defender coming in there, at least making it a little more difficult to make that layup.
So Riley Bretts will be at the line to shoot 2. Messer, a little shoe tie there.
Hushing the crowd over.
Yep. Eerie silence here as we've got Bretts at the line. Quick release and splashes it through. Good looking shot there.
Nothing but nylon.
3-2 here, 5:21, Jamie. This game is zipping by. And she leaves that one short. Ball, Karam's out of bounds. Last touch. Harlan County, that'll stay here with South Laurel. No, not a lot of energy in here tonight. Decent crowd.
Decent for a Tuesday night girls game.
Yep.
They, I think the cheerleaders are going to do their what they're going to take to the state.
Oh, yeah.
Tonight, little
Holly
preview.
Bundy's got her squad poised and ready for state this weekend. Messer on a baseline. Tries to fire it into May, but that's tapped out and stolen away by Harlan County. Whitney No. Jamie, a couple shaky passes early here for South Laurel, and in particular Macy Messer. Had a few good looks ahead, but then some questionable ones in the half-court set.
Ooh.
Underneath it goes to Robinson. She loses it, but throws it back out to Cochran.
A little out of control there. Gathered herself.
Robinson picks up her dribble, now gives it off to Clem. She'll fly in. Ball goes out of bounds. And that'll be last touch Aubrey Bundy, and South Laurel will stay with the Black Bears.
Low score in the first quarter, 3-2.
Simpson inbounds, out top to Cochran. To Clem, straight ahead. She angles it over. That ball's going to be intercepted by Jones. Jones takes it all the way in. Left-hand layup is good. Nice run out there from Jones, and she makes it 5-2.
4 points for Jones now. 4 out of 5. Here's a steal.
Messer with a steal. She's bumped. Shots up, no good. Going to the line to shoot 2. Man,
Good
relentless defense here.
We've got a South Laurel little update scoring, Tyler. South Laurel is up 14-13 with 3 minutes left to go in the first quarter.
That's what I'm talking about.
Hanging in there, hanging around, just
Hanging
hanging around.
around. Free throw is short. Somebody's closed that door on this side. That's the last 2 free throws have been really, really short. Jamie,
MO of last year's team, a good team.
Jamie, they went like something like 11 for 26 from the foul line on Saturday, so got to clean that up. And 1 of 2 at the line there for Jones, makes it 6-2. Sorry, that was Messer. Inbound, nearly stolen away, and it is. Messer gets another one over to Jones. Short little hop is no good. Gets her own rebound, then can't connect from close range.
Just 6 shots at point blank, Tyler.
Cochran comes away with it. Over to number 22. That's Kylie Runyons. Floater up, no good. That was Cochran. Rebound comes down to Macy Messer. She'll bring it up herself. At the top of the key, over to Mabe. Little ball fake, now drives in, takes it all the way in. Tough layup, too strong. Out of bounds. Last touch, Harlan County. That'll stay here with South.
Yeah, referee was a little unsure on what
Yeah,
to do
he's
there.
going to get some.
Looks like a rookie out there. Young fella.
Good crew. Like it so far. I'm getting a hint of Cool Ranch Doritos. You getting that? Could just be my essence.
Yeah.
We got a foul.
Your normal smell, Cool Ranch. No, see somebody hogging in the.
Oh no, there it is, right behind us here. Yeah, that's good.
All right.
We got a foul while I was trying to sort that out, and at the line, it'll be Skeeter Mabe to shoot 2. That's in and out.
2 of 5 so far in the first quarter for the Lady Cards.
Yet another freshman, Reagan Landa, will check in. May back at the line. Couple dribbles now. Deep breath. Lets it fly. That's perfect. 7-2.
Do that, you know.
Yeah, there you go.
Another steal.
Bundy comes away with it underneath to Jones. Off glass and in. 9-2. Timeout. Coach Greer and the Black Bears will take one with them. You're listening to the Martin Peterbilt Cardinal Media Network.
The holidays can stress even the best planners. Between travel, shopping, family, and everything else, you and your budget can get stretched thin fast. With CVMB checking powered by Bazing, you can make the most of the season. Score shopping discounts, save on travel, get roadside assistance, and even get paid up to 2 days early. All in one checking account that helps you make the most of the season. CVMB. Bank better.
Nine to 2 your score.
This press is difficult for Harlan to get out of here.
Yeah, Harlan County struggling there. Napier has it. Up ahead it goes. We got a foul on Brett, so she's going to get J.C. Simpson. That was a ticky-tack.
A little bell out for the 10-second. Maybe.
Nice gate to hear. Yeah.
High stepping.
He was. I like it. Working out them quads. Referee there. Simpson to inbound. To Runyons.
You like that name, don't you?
Runyons. We got to travel out top. J.C. Simpson. Whistle for the steps. Messer to inbound.
Seems like I went to school with the Runyons. Well, I hadn't heard of that name since then.
Underneath, they try to get it to Bundy. That's turned over by Jones, much to Todd Whelan's dismay there.
Oh, I got that Cool Ranch smell right there.
Did you get a whiff?
There's a nice breeze in here for some reason. Blowing downwind.
We got a Cool Ranch draft here. I like it. Better than being downwind from bad feed or anything else. Simpson to inbound. Simpson A, and she gets a 5-second call here. 9-2 here early, and we're already off the rails. 3:03 to play. South Laurel. I see a nice offensive set here, half court, as they break the pressure. Up ahead it goes to Jones. She'll go in. Right hand layup's no good. Brett's taps it over to Bundy, and she'll lay it in. 11-2.
Another offensive. Well, it was more of a little tip pass, deflection. Aubrey in the right place at the right time.
Up ahead to Runyons. Now to number 13. It's got to be something, right? J. Lee Cochran. Out to Runyons. One-hand rebound underneath by Mabe. She'll just bring it up herself. Just shedding defenders. Over to Jones, just inside the three-point line. No good. Rebound underneath. That ball is going to be off of Black Bear, and that'll stay with South Laurel.
Got Shelby Smith coming in. We've got
Emma Adams.
Fannin, Mackenzie Fannin. And you said it, Adams, Emma Adams coming in. That's going to set down Aubrey Bundy, Kylie Jones, and Riley Bretts.
Babe. Over to Fannin. Fannin might be their best shooter to start this season.
Nice little pass.
Underneath. Made to Messer. Count it. 13-12. It's a fingertip on that ball on the inbounds, but Harlan County breaks the pressure. Now looking up ahead it goes. Talon Napier Over to Clem. Clem to Simpson. Simpson being hounded. Dribbles through. Steps in. Shots up. Off back iron. And that will go out of bounds. Last touch by Mabe. Minute 45 to play here in this first quarter. South Laurel's defense stingy. Cochran picks her dribble way out. Picks up her dribble way out in danger zone there. Simpson will get it back. Working there against Smith. Will step up under. Shots up. No good. Wild shot. Gets her own rebound. Settles. And can't connect from in close. Mabe pushing the issue. Up ahead it goes to Messer. She'll step in. Shots up. Wild. Lot of contact. No call. Rebound underneath is going to be controlled by the Black Bears, and they're off and running. And we got a foul.
Another little ticky-tack from the same guy. After Macy Messer got mauled down here. I mean, she don't airball a layup without getting contact there.
J.C. Simpson working against Jones. Simpson picks her dribble up. Gets it off to Sturgill, who's just into the game. Kennedy Sturgill to Simpson. To Napier. Talon Napier driving in. Wild shot off glass and in. That was actually really nice. 13-4. Smith over to Fannin. She'll fly in. Finds Jones.
Beautiful little
Didn't
jumper.
think about it. Just touch pass over to her. Quick shot. And that's a bucket. 15-4. And picking up her dribble there, Sturgill. Gets it over to Simpson. Sturgill Simpson. Underneath. Great pass, Jamie. And a nice finish there by Landa. Oh, my Landa. And that's going to us. Heads up, Julie. All right.
I got my water bottle. I think I had this.
Jamie, that never happened at all last year. I guess we had a little lip there.
Protection there.
And now, sorry, Julie, we were supposed to be paying attention for you.
I was trying to find my Lanta on the scorecard.
Landa. My Landa. 15-6. Harlan County the ball. Not going away. They're killing us with that play light right there. Simpson to Landa at the buzzer. Makes it 15-8. Harlan County with 4 straight to close out this half. We go into the second quarter. South Laurel leads in this one, 15-8, right here on the Marks Peterbilt Cardinal Media Network.
Hungry fans know the winning play. Lee's famous recipe chicken. Fresh, hot, and always delicious. From crispy chicken to biscuits and fixins, Lee's is your game day MVP. Lee's famous recipe, where game day gets delicious. Visit your local Lee's famous recipe in Corbin, Kentucky.
Kimber Home Furnishings in London and Somerset is home to the best-selling furniture brands in America like Lazy Boy. Kimber also has the biggest selection you'll find anywhere, getting you what you want when you want it. We're a third-generation family business, in business since 1963. Kimber also believes in investing back in our community and especially our youth. That's why we're proud to sponsor 13th Region Sports. Any building can be a house, but Kimber makes it home.
15-8. Your score after one. Jamie, how's that game looking?
I'll tell you,
18-17?
man. End of one. Cardinals on top, 18-17, and what looks to be a pretty good game over there.
It'll be Shelby Smith to throw it in. Starts his second quarter. And Skeeter Mabe with the basketball over to Kelly Jones. A little high dribble. Now they're off to Fannin. She's deadly from there and nails the corner three or wing three. Telling you, Jamie, she's a sniper. 18-8. That was a nice play coming out of this half or first quarter.
It was designed play calling from Coach Wendland after coming off the timeout or the quarter, and a beautiful execution.
Whitney No in there. Now Simpson, she'll drive. And we got a foul out here. Reagan Clem will be fouled. Looks like Adams got her there. Jamie, the Sturgill-Simpson connection there in the first, at the end of that first quarter, really kind of carved up the Lady Cards. Let's see if they go back to it.
It was the Mylanta.
Oh, yeah, sorry, Landa.
Yeah.
You're right. Free ball in the corner, no good. Oh, rebound underneath the little Adams there. Get in there and tying that up.
21-19 Southlaw is up.
We got a tap ball coming our way. Good hands. Great defense there by Fannin to knock that one away.
She's very active.
Reagan Clem inbounds that.
Coach Wayland really likes her game as an 8th grader. Mackenzie Fannin.
Ball's tapped her way. Controlled by Cochran. She'll get in to the paint. Now kicks it back to the top of the key. Over to Simpson. She'll drive. Little bump by Jones. No call. Shots up. No good. Rebound control by the Black Bears underneath. Lacey Robinson kicks it out to a 3. That's no good. Just off by Whitney No. And the Lady Cards come down with it. Jones brings it up. Gets it to Mabe. Gets it right back.
You notice Jones, she quietly gets about 15 to 18 a game. It's crazy.
She's wide open right there. She can hit that. Now Adams in it with it in the corner. It's a little telegraph pass. Ball's tapped out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lady Cards. Emma Adams. Emma's just a junior now too, right? Yep, just a junior.
Yes.
Fannin over to Adams. Little zone here. Another dangerous pass, and they're going to get her out. There's two rough ball passes there. Coach Whalen not happy. And
it was more on
Jones,
a tough catch because the defender stuck her hand right in the line of sight, so it really wasn't on the pass per se.
Upset with Fannin there.
Yep.
So he's going to get her out. The ball's turned over. 3 1/4. Ball's blocked. Southlaw comes away with it. Adams got her hand on there. Jones. Bundy. Cross court pass finds Adams. She has her shot blocked. Good recovery there by Robinson. And back come the Black Bears. Shots up. Made just two-hand stuff there on Reagan. Clem takes it herself.
See if she pulls here.
Oh, that would have been the move. Now a little stutter step, a little hesitation. Picks over to Smith. Shots altered. Controlled by Mabe. She's pushed, goes out of bounds, and throws it to the Black Bears.
Wow, empty trip there after an awesome double-handed block by Mabe.
Simpson goes in amongst the timbers, has her shot blocked, and Southlaw recovers it. Shelby Smith.
Crazy sloppy right now, Tyler, and Coach Windland is not happy with her team.
Smith will go out. Brett's back in. Messer back in as well. And Emma Adams will have a seat. Jamie, weird.
Yeah, very weird sequence of turnovers that we don't see this team. Usually very poised.
Aubrey Bundy out there. They'll get her on a little touch foul.
I don't like these little check fouls. I mean, that's just how Aubrey Bundy, if you've seen her play, which this guy never has. This is the way she plays, and she's tenacious on defense. And that, you call those little fouls, that's going to get her in trouble.
Multicolored shoes here, 2 different ones. Same shoe, just different colors. That's nice. I think those might be Kyrie's or KD's.
Maybe a combo of both.
So she traded with 13 over there. They're both wearing the different shoes. We got a steal over here, nearly. Over and back.
Looks like maybe a deflection. They may gather on this one. We got the coach. Really in a quiet gym. You can hear him from here.
That was not a great call there. I'm just going to say it. I know that went to South, but Mabe. It's all the way in the paint. Tough angle. Shots up. Nearly just misses there. Offensive rebound underneath. Controlled by Bretts momentarily.
We're going to call Messer with a foul. That's going to be, let's see how many that is. I know it's at least 2.
That is her second. That'll get Fannin up off the bench. Jamie, we're up 10, but it
Messer
don't feel comfortable right now.
Messer got that rebound and brought it down here with everybody else can play. She's tall. Keep it up.
Bundy
top.
with a thievery. She lays it in. Quick hands, quick score. Aubrey Bundy makes it a 12-point game. 12-8. We'll take a quick break here with 4:44 left to play. Here in the second quarter, you're listening to the Martin Peterbilt Cardinal Media Network.
The Family Entertainment Center, where every visit is a slam dunk. From 18 lanes of bowling to arcade games, laser tag, go-karts, and much, much more. The Palace has the action to keep the whole team entertained. Celebrate birthdays, dine in our full-service restaurant, or just have fun after the big game. Visit us on North Main Street in London and see why the Palace is the ultimate game night destination. Go Cards!
All right, welcome back here. 20-8 your score, South Laurel. Suffocating defense. Trying to lead to some scores. Aubrey Bundy with a little back tap from behind. Knocks it out of bounds. It'll stay with Harlan County. Jamie, they're making them work for everything. They've had two kind of, maybe three kind of easy buckets underneath, but that's it. They had
really
one
could be
long, too.
Huge blowout.
Yeah.
Just eliminate the turnovers. Ooh, you got a jump ball. You know, Tyler, if you just, how many turnovers have we have? I'm not kept count.
A lot.
And it's really unforced turnovers that's caused us. We could be 30-8 instead of 20 easily.
Simpson to inbound. Looking for Cochran out top. Gets that in to Napier. She will bounce pass along the baseline. Settles in the hands of Whitney No. Now over to Cochran, back to Simpson. Simpson will drive into the paint. Finds a wide open shooter in the corner. That's short. That is Talon Napier, or Talon Napier, sorry. Up ahead it goes to Mabe. Lays it for Jones. Straightaway three, just short. Rebound tapped up, controlled by Mabe. And number 11 there, Clem gets the hands on it. Jump ball, possession error. We'll give it back to the Lady Cards.
Good hustle again after another missed shot. Went after the offensive board. Jump ball goes our ways. Mabe out top on the point.
Mabe, a little screen over to Bundy. She'll set fire for a three. Got it from the corner. Aubrey Bundy rips it through.
I swear, Todd, what we've seen, I don't know how well she shot over the weekend. But, man, she's got to be shooting close to 60% from the arc. She don't take many, but when she does, she knocks them down.
Quality shots for Aubrey Bundy. Makes it 23-8, largest lead of the game for the Lady Cards. Now she's playing tenacious defense here on Clem. Now she gives way to Simpson. Simpson working against Jones. Over to Cochran. Now to Napier. South Laurel settling into their defense, making Harlan County work. Napier falls. Over to Simpson, wide open three, in and out. Rebound chased down by Bretz. Goes off her leg and out of bounds.
Pretty good defense there. Just seemed like a travel there. She went down to both knees before she passed it out, as Simpson did. And didn't call anything. Tough crew here. It's number 22.
Yeah, Runyon's back
Runyon's back in.
Runyons has it. Quick hands there by Fannin. Knocks it away from her, out of bounds. A lot of deflections here from South Laurel. A lot of slapping the balls out of bounds.
Slapping the base, man.
Runyons. It's into no man's land. Picks up her dribble. Now they get it out to Clem. Clem at the foul line. Over to Runyons in the corner. That's a no. Baseline drive by Napier.
Great ball movement.
Yes, three straight away, no good. That was Clem. Rebound underneath by Bretz. And the Cardinals will bring it up. That's Shelby Smith. Picks up her dribble. Off it goes to Jones. Jones looking for, or sorry, that was Fannin looking for Jones. Threw it behind her. They were bailed out there.
Yeah, that was, I think, a shot Fannin was thinking about shooting.
Yeah, I think Jones is going for the rebound there. Now Fannin with it in the corner. She'll drive in, gets tied up. Loses it. Dribbles it back. Now to Bundy. She'll drive in. Floater. In and out. Rebound Bretz. Throws up a shot. She's going to be fouled.
Always a referee in the crowd.
Yeah, yeah. She might have had a point.
Get some of these free throws to start dropping.
Brett's there, knocks that one down. I think she's 2 or 3 now from the line.
That she is.
Got one more coming her way. 24-8 your score. 2:31 to play here in this first half.
Did the same thing on the last time she got the free throw line. Short on the second.
Good ball moving here again. They're whipping it around the perimeter. It goes to Runyons. Baseline drive. 3 balls up, and that's no good. Rebound comes off to Fannin. Fannin working against Simpson. It's up to Bundy. She'll turn, fire. Rebound's no good. Rebound, shot's no good. Rebound controlled underneath by Shelby Smith, and she'll go to the line.
Good hustle by Smith on the rebound.
They're going to call that on the floor, looks like.
Now, Adams comes back in. She's going to get Brett's, and then Mabe coming back in. And she will get Aubrey Bundy.
Oh, man. Jones inbound. Phantom was ready to fire that one. Went through her hands off her head. She retains it. Smith. To Mabe. Skip past Fannin. She'll fire a 3. That's way too long. Missed on the other side. Ball's on the floor. And picked up by Landa. Landa underneath. He tries to get that to Runyons. She has her shot altered, and Emma Adams comes away with it up ahead to Mabe. And at 25 to play.
Pitching a shutout in this quarter, Tyler. In Southlaw defense.
Adams steps through, now gives it up. Over to Fannin. She'll fire a 3. That's off. Didn't look like she got set there, Jamie. The ball goes out of bounds. Last touched Harlan County. "30-second timeout for Todd Winland. 24-8 your score. We'll take one with him. You're listening to the Martin Peterbilt Cardinal Media Network.
This broadcast and all of our exceptional web content at Cardinal Media Network are brought to you by Julie Ross Ray Media Consulting. With over 20 years of experience, Julie provides tailored media solutions to help take your business to the next level. Learn more at julierossraymedia.com. Hungry fans know the winning play. Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken. Fresh, hot, and always delicious. From crispy chicken to biscuits and fixins, Lee's is your game day MVP. Lee's Famous Recipe, where game day gets delicious. Visit your local Lee's Famous Recipe in Corbin, Kentucky.
24-8 your score. South Laurel inbound at 5-second call.
It's a tough inbounds position on the corner over there, but got to be able to get that in, find yourself slashing open. Can you have that turnover? Another turnover for South Laurel.
24-8, minute 8 to play. Stick around here for our halftime show brought to you by Sheriff John Root. We're going to speak with Assistant Principal Amanda Bretz. She's going to talk about all the goings-ons here at South Laurel. A lot of awards. She's doing a great job out here along with Dr. Kidd and the whole gang. Air ball shot underneath. We got a foul on Reagan. Reagan Landa gets fouled. I don't know who they got there. Might have been Mia Hibbard. Mia Hibbard, Jamie, in the ball game. We didn't see her last time out.
Did not mention her. Did see Mia in the game.
Coach Winland is not a happy camper right now, Jamie, and I know we're up 16 points, but I get it.
First point of the quarter for Harlan County. That was Landa, and she has 5 of their 9 points. As Bretz will come in and get Shelby Smith for the Lady Cards.
Landa, high arcing shot, hits off the back of the iron, chased down by Riley Bretz.
First free throw attempts for the game for the Black Bears.
.30 seconds here to play in the first half. Jones with the ball out top. I'll be holding here to the last shot. Now we're down to 20 seconds. Bundy. Down low it goes to Mabe. She's poised underneath. Shots up, just can't drop.
We've missed a bunch. I know she was in traffic there, but man, she's so strong. She's got to finish that.
Yes, she is. First one's up and good.
Big Mabel. Only 2 points. Right there's part of the offensive woes is she's got to get her shots.
Yes, she does. 2 for 2 at the line that trip. Makes 26-9. They can get a steal right here. They pick up full court. They'll pass out of it. Up ahead it goes to Cochran. Cochran over to Clem. Knifing through the lane is number 21, Napier. She loses it. 2 seconds. One. Brett's at the buzzer. Oh, just missed it here. 26-9. Your score at the half. We'll take a quick break. Come back with Miss Brett's, and she'll talk to us when we come right back. You listen to the Martin Peterbilt Cardinal Media Network.
Just like a strong defense on the court, Sheriff John Root and his team work every day to protect Laurel County. With dedication, teamwork, and community pride, they're here to keep our families safe on and off the field. Good luck to the South Laurel Cardinals.
Welcome back here to South Laurel High School. 26-9 is your score. And right here on the Sheriff John Root halftime show, it's my pleasure to be joined by South Laurel Assistant Principal Amanda Bretz and Miss Bretz. I feel like that's how we need to call her that. Just wanted to talk to you. We'll get Dr. Kidd next time out. But, you know, South Laurel's been in the news for good reasons here lately. And just some award-winning things and maybe a blue ribbon I heard. What all's going on over here, and just kind of talk a little bit about the culture at South Laurel right now, just from the principal perspective.
We have a lot of reasons to be excited to be a Cardinal here at South. We just recently got recognized as a National Blue Ribbon School of Excellence, one of 10 schools in the nation, so that's nationwide. Not only that, but we also got a blue recognition on our state testing.
Wow.
Our culture is also amazing. Yeah. So we've got our Jostens got recognized as gold, which is the highest that we can be for the first year of implementation. And then we got our positive behavior supports, the PBIS, is recognized as gold in both the co-op and for the Kentucky Department of Education. So we're getting a lot of awards.
My goodness, you guys got to have a new trophy case for all these things. We'll talk a little bit about how that's changed since you first started, or are you just keeping it going, or what? How's this shifted since you first started to now? Basically, just overall.
So we've had a lot of things happen since I've started. So we had a lot of great people in a lot of great places that got our PDIS department started. And we've just continually built on that until we've reached that gold recognition that started from bronze and worked our way all the way up to gold. Our Jostens program is a new initiative that we've seen a lot of great results, and we're hoping to take it a step further this year.
Yeah. Can you talk a little bit about what that, just high level, what is that exactly? If you can. We only got 7 minutes, so.
Okay, so Jostens Renaissance is built on school culture.
Okay.
So we think about Jostens, we think about like yearbook and Letterman, all of those things. those things that you sort of think about as a high school thing.
Gotcha. Okay.
That culture, that school pride.
Yeah.
And then it's very intentional on rewarding what you want to see. So, like, rewarding academics, rewarding students being prepared, polite, participating. So we're just very excited to be able to reward and incentivize those behaviors that we've pointed out as what we want to see in a Cardinal.
Well, I tell you what, we've got the chance to talk to some of the boys basketball and football, and the girls here. Just wonderful young men and women, and you guys are doing wonderful things over here with them. It is. I was a knucklehead in high school. These kids seem to have their head on straight and know what they're doing after they're going to school. That's a beautiful thing, and you guys have just done a great job. I will ask you a little bit about that first half.
Okay. All right.
26-9 is your score here. Obviously, Riley out there, just a monster on the glass, and hit 2 of 4 from the free throw line. As a mom, as a principal, like, how do you balance? And we saw you out here just having to be a mom and do all these things. I know you got one in middle school as well. Like, that's a big commitment for you. And then how do you remember sometimes while you're over there that, hey, I'm also the principal over here. I can't be screaming. So it's got to be tough.
Actually, my mom is my loudest fan. I have to keep her under wraps.
That's awesome.
I do have 3 girls, and I got a 6-year-old that
Yep.
you just seen, a middle schooler, and Riley. And I'm just like any other parent out here. I get nervous, and I have to sit on my hands and keep myself on my best behavior. But I'm so proud of these girls.
Yeah.
Watching them, how much they've grown. Coach Winland has done a
Yes,
great job
he
with
has.
them. Defensively, they're so disciplined.
Yeah.
You
this game's, some of these shots just aren't falling. I mean, this could be a 30-point game easily, and I'm sure he'll wake them up here in the second half. But but I know he loves and cares for them, and all of you all do over here. It's a wonderful thing. We selfishly are partial to Miss Dotson over there, Lisa, and she's probably a handful to work with, and hopefully you're keeping her in line. So we appreciate
I'm
that.
pretty partial to Miss Dotson as well. I wouldn't trade her for anything. She's fabulous.
Yeah, well, Miss Amanda Brett's here, assistant principal, right here on the Sheriff John Root halftime show. We'll get her out of here. Any parting shots before you go?
It's a good time to be a Cardinal.
There you go. She gets a tagline. She does it all. So we'll step aside. You're listening to the Martin Peterbilt Cardinal Media Network.
Just like a strong defense on the court, Sheriff John Root and his team work every day to protect Laurel County. With dedication, teamwork, and community pride, they're here to keep our families safe on and off the field. Good luck to the South Laurel Cardinals. Martin's Peterbilt is a third-generation family-owned business known for outstanding parts availability and unmatched service. Their knowledgeable staff and dedication to keeping your truck on the road makes them your complete resource for trucks, trailers, parts, service, and much, much more. Serving London and the surrounding states for more than 50 years. Stop by one of their 5 locations today or call them at 606-878-6410 or at martinspeterbilt.com.
Welcome back to Halftime Show here at South Florida High School with the Lady Cards leading 26-9. A few minutes here left at halftime.
Jamie, how great was Amanda Bretz there? Miss Bretz, the assistant principal, did a great job.
Didn't get to hear it real well, but I'll take your word for it. But she seems very pleasant and doing a good job over here at South Laurel. Tyler, a little update for the score halftime over at Clay County. Get this, 32-31, your Cardinals on top.
Hey, man, that was a 1-point game in the first quarter and 1-point game here in the second. So would be a massive, massive win. Anytime, I don't care if you're playing Tiddlywinks over there at Clay County, you get a win over there, you're doing something. So
I want to see how I'd like to kind of we've got it up kind of watching it, so if you kind of get distracted, I'm watching this game county over.
I know. 26-9 here.
I got some scoring rundown for us, Tyler.
Love to hear the scoring rundown here.
John Root halftime scores. First 4, Harlan County Black Bears. There's only 1 point scored for them in the second quarter, and that was the Lady Landa. She has a total of 5 points. And
Lady Linda.
Jaylee
Are you
Cochran.
making names up here?
Jaylee Cochran with 2. And Taylon Napier with also the other 2 for 9 total points for the Black Bears, and for South Laurel, Riley Bretz with 2 points, 2 of 4 from the free throw line. Macy Messer with 3 points. She's 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Aubrey Bundy, she has 7 points. Callie Jones leads all scorers with 8 points. And Mackenzie Fannin with 3. Peyton Mabe also with 3, as South Laurel went 6 of 10, 60% from the foul line. 26 total points. Makes this total 26-9.
Jamie, minute 30 here. Offensively, at times seemed to be a struggle for South Laurel. Obviously, their defense is dynamo, and they're going to win a lot of games with that, but I would love to see them get going a little bit.
They've got all the weapons is the thing. They got all the weapons on the offensive side with 3-point shooters, with mid-range players. We've got Kelly Jones. This jumper looks so sweet. She did have 8 points in the first quarter. But you got some more pieces to this offensive squad with Peyton Mabe and Fannin as she can get her shots. Kelly Jones to me and Messer. We've not seen much of her to 3 points on the first quarter. I can see her get going. She can drop a bunch on you in a hurry. So hopefully that we can see a little bit more dynamic offense on this in the second half.
Jamie, I want to thank a few sponsors here. We'll get commercials in for them soon. Practical Line Service, Travis Baker, Sturgeon and Collins CPA of London, Cumberland Valley National Bank, which we do have a sponsor now, BSN, GRT Pro Link or Pro Inc., GRT Pro Inc., Window World, Grace Health, Legacy Nissan, and CHI St. Joe Health. Thank all of our sponsors, our elite sponsors. Special thank you to them. They make us support all our broadcasts, make it all possible. Your commitment helps us bring every game, every moment, every Cardinal highlight to fans all season long. From all of us at Cardinal Media Network, thank you for being the champions of our student athletes and our community. 26-9 your score, and it will be Clem for the Black Bears to throw it in. To Simpson.
A little trap out here in the corner.
Free ball. Cochran buries it.
She did that in the first half with a 2-pointer, long 2-pointer. And there's a turnover.
Coach Wendland just head and hands right there.
It's hard to, as you have these turnovers like they've had tonight, it's hard to get in your flow of your offense, Tyler.
That ball was tipped and was going to go out of bounds. I don't think Aubrey realized that, so she caught it. I think I heard it. I also could be losing my mind. I don't know.
Ooh, hard screen out top.
Yep. Stepping into another 3 is Cochran from the other side. That ball hits and bounces over top of the backboard, and it'll be South Laurel's basketball. 26-12 your score.
Looks like clearly the change of game plan for the Black Bears on offense is just they're going to fire it up, try to get back in this game.
Mabe over to Bundy. She'll fire a 3. Got it, and that's good for a First National Bank of Manchester 3-pointer. Aubrey Bundy's second of the night.
Puts her in double figures for first person of the game. 10 points now for Aubrey Bundy.
She don't have more than 2 threes. Does she got 3 or 2?
2 threes.
Okay. And a jump ball possession here is going to be controlled or give it back to South Laurel. So Jones gets it. Stutter step, nice shot, left it short. Messer with an offensive rebound, lays it up and in. There we go. AC Messer making a living on the offensive glass, and now we got a cheap foul out front. That's Jones. They've been consistent with that call. South Laurel's going to have to adjust here in this second half. 31-12 your score.
Yeah, you see some referees don't call a little hand check. Tonight they've called it pretty consistently.
Near 5 seconds, South Laurel stingy defense. It will be Simpson up ahead. 3 in the corner is good. From number 32, Lacey Robinson.
It's her first bucket. There's going to be a whistle. Oh, the net was
Fixed the net. She ripped it through so hard it got hung up.
already 6 points.
Pair
Oh, the
threes
Bobcat.
for the Lady Black Bears. That's 31-15. Messer quickly up ahead to Bundy. Now Mabe at the top of the key near the Cardinal logo.
A little zone, 2-3 zone out here for the Bears.
Fires it into Messer. Quick pass over to Bundy. 3-ball. Good. Another First National Bank of Manchester.
What's great about that
Corner
shot, Tyler, she had to catch that over her head and then come back and get set. And a quick shot knocked it down for a third three of the night for Aubrey Bundy.
Bundy now. Starting to feel it. Safflower, good closeout here on those three-point shooters. Clem flies in against Bundy. She falls down. Shot goes awry. And the rebound comes down to Mabe. Over to Bundy. She might pull a little heat check there, does it? Gives way to Messer. She loses it. Now turnaround jumper hits all parts of the rim and drops. 4 points this half for Messer. It's 36-15. I'm liking the pace and the energy. More importantly, seeing the ball go through the hoop here for the Lady Cards to start the second half. 5:22 to play in the third. 36-15. Double team out front. They get out of it to Cochran. Shots altered, block. But we got a foul underneath. Whitney No flew in. She had her shot blocked. They're going to call that on number 1, Brett.
Ah, she was clearly the ball was in the air with no contact. From what I could see, tough call there. Looks like Clay County's on a little bit of a run, Tyler, in the third, early in the third. 38-32 now, Clay County.
That first free throw's good for Whitney No. Rare senior here for the Lady Black Bears. Her and Robinson. About the only seniors that get any playing time. And she got them both. Or did she? She did. 36-17. They extend their defense out a little bit. Now Bundy has it.
Looks like that free throw line's going to be open right there. If they'll get the Bretts right there in the middle, she can play offense from there. Shoot or pass.
Bundy now bounce passes it to Brett. She fires it out to Jones. Step back three is good. Another First National Bank of Manchester three is good by Callie Jones.
Beautiful ball movement in and out for cross court. Great shot by Callie Jones.
Great pass there by Bretts to pass it out of that defense. Oh, now they get lost there. And Simpson, Simpson gets her shot blocked. Was open for a moment. That closed quickly as Mabe swats that away. Brett's going to work. Left-hand shots up. No good. Riley will go to the line to shoot two. And South Arles offense starting to find their footing here.
How much does she look like her mother?
Unbelievable, yeah. Riley at the line here to shoot two. She's 2 for 4 from there now, making 3 of 5. Fannin and Adams will check in. Shelby Smith will check in for Bretts after this make. I'm calling it, James. She's going 2 for 2 from the line here. Well, she just don't want to check out. Nope, short. She's done that every time.
Every time. Makes the first one, hits the short on the second one.
Ooh, that's a travel, and they spotted it from there. Nice move by Napier. Just took one too many. Just a little foot slide.
Slide
electric
to the right.
slide there.
Slide to the left. There she did it.
Cha-cha one time there. 40-17. Adams will dribble out of trouble there. Gets it to Messer just inside of the three-point line, and she's starting to find it. As that is good, long two. And we got another foul out front. That's going to be on Fannin.
That's, you got to know, and maybe winning saying that, you got to know how they're calling the game.
Yep. Been consistent all night with that call.
I said at halftime or right before the third quarter that Macy Messer can get going, and she can score in a bunch.
That's 6 now this quarter.
Mm-hmm. She has 9 total. A little double dribble.
Yep. Simpson turning, working against Fannin. Brings it down low. Now finds Clem. She drives in. Simpson got lost. 3 balls up. Misses everything long. Rebound controlled Mabe on the opposite end. Up ahead it goes to Fannin. She goes baseline, has it cut off, and tapped out of bounds there by Cochran.
Number 15, Reagan Randall, and number 22, Kylie Runyon.
Runyons and Landa back in there for the Black Bears. Simpson will get a break. And Zola and Whitney no. So Mabe has it on the baseline. Out of it. Going to work, spin move, and gets kind of take her legs out from under there. Napier's going to be whistled for the foul.
We've not seen her do a whole lot of back to the basket moves like she's normally capable of. She's only has 3 points and not really looking for her offense.
Jamie, I saw her kind of getting stretched out over there and working on something. She might be dealing with something as far as her lower leg there. Shot, turnaround jumper, no good by Smith. Rebound comes off to Napier. She's going to bring it coast to coast. Right-hand shot up. That's going to be bailed out. Bad shot, but a foul on Shelby Smith. And Napier will go to the line to shoot two.
Head full steam, nowhere to go. She just found herself getting bailed out on the hands straight up, in my opinion, by Shelby Smith.
Jamie, how's the nerd clusters tonight? Good and fresh?
Y'all could hear me eat them, I'm not sure, but they're pretty good. Missed free throw.
Is that the best snack invention in the last little bit?
I could go any of the flavors. This one's maybe the cherry, whatever.
I had a marshmallow Butterfinger. In and out, 0 for 2 at the line. We'll finish that thought in a moment. Offensive rebound control by the Black Bears, and 3 straightaways, no good by Napier. South Ark controls it. It's a run out. Messer gets it behind the defense, and she's going to be fouled. Shot's no good, but a little bump from behind will send Macy to the line to shoot 2.
Tyler, have you ever seen Macy change her expression on her face?
Never.
It's really impressive.
Never gets upset, and I don't know that any of these girls have shown any emotion. Brett's maybe. I mean, just,
Go about
really.
the business.
Yeah. Certainly not the attitude of their coach, who's very demonstrative and hilarious over there at times. And that first free throw is good. But they play with a quiet poise that's they never get up or too far up or down. We got free throws good. Messer got them all to jump. Little false start there, but it's going to be declined as the shot is good, 44-17.
Nice football reference doing out there. 8 points for Messer in the third quarter. 11 total now in double figures.
Cochran going baseline, cut off. Leaves that for Simpson. Or sorry, to Sturgill, sorry. And that's going to be Runyons. She's going to be bailed out with another foul on Shelby Smith.
Tough call there again. We've got just a little foot bang. Tripped her up and called the foul.
Looks like Lexi Messer's going to check in for South Laurel here in just a moment. I have not seen her so far. She did not get in against Rockcastle, but we'll see what Lexi can do.
Those your onions. First free throw's good.
Messer in. Smith out. Smith, a couple quick fouls here in this third quarter. Runyon splashes it through. And the Lady Black Bears call a timeout. We'll take one with them. You're listening to South Laurel basketball right here on the Marks Peterbilt Cardinal Media Network.
The holidays can stress even the best planners. Between travel, shopping, family, and everything else, you and your budget can get stretched thin fast. With CVMB checking powered by Bazing, you can make the most of the season. Score shopping discounts, save on travel, get roadside assistance, and even get paid up to 2 days early. All in one checking account that helps you make the most of the season. CVMB, bank better.
2:37 left to play here in the third quarter. South Laurel leads 44-19. Coach Todd Wendland calling out some plays. Fannin underneath to Lexi Messer. Messer double teamed. And she's going to be fouled. And it looks like Landa got her there.
Foul number 15. Rated number 6.
Messer with it. Over to Fannin. Fannin out top near the Cardinal. Gives it to Adams. To Mabe. And it goes to Macy Messer. And turnaround jumper at the elbow's no good. Rebound comes off to Land up ahead to Cochran. Cochran to Clem. To Sturgill. Goes baseline. Has the ball cut off. Clem uses a screen. Now gives it to Cochran. Wide open corner three by Runyons is good.
Runyons is having some Funyuns out there. What?
Yeah, that's not bad. That's a good one. Deep pull. I like it. Good ball movement that time. And South Laurel answers right back. Emma Adams with the First National Bank of Manchester three from the corner.
Her first bucket, Emma Adams. Good to see her knocking one down. And she's got a pure shot.
She does, Jamie. That's 4 threes this quarter.
It is.
Something like that.
Yep. Callie Jones with one, Aubrey Bundy with two, and then Emma with one there.
Sturgill, baseline jumper, left it short, rebound made. She's probably getting real close to double-digit rebounds. Mabe to Fannin. Messer flashed to the paint. In the middle of this zone. Now it's Macy Messer with it. Dribbles in. Over to Fannin. 3 balls up. And that's short. Went over to the backboard and out of bounds. It'll be Lady Black Bears ball.
Into 3, Tyler, for the South Laurel boys over in Clay County. Down 3, 45-42.
There you go.
Right in it.
47-22, 45 seconds to play here in the third. Bundy back in there. Runyons to Cochran. 3 ball for Cochran, hits the front of the rim. And a rebound chased down by May. But again, Jamie, she is making a living from the glass tonight. Not a lot of offense for her, but doing the little things. Ultimate team player. Jones. Working against Clem.
Jones has been quiet. She'd have the 3. Second half.
9 seconds. Turns down the screen. Goes opposite of that. Takes it all the way in. Nice ball fake. And she'll be fouled and go to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Kennedy Sturgill. And gets the first one to go, 48-22.
12 points now for Callie Jones.
Jamie, you're right. She's just going to quietly go about her business.
Get her 15. Here's a turnover.
It's going right to us. That away.
There's a not happy coach over there for Harlan Co.
Yeah, Coach Greer not happy with that one. 49-22 with 5.7. Let's see what South Laurel can concoct here as we close the third quarter. Jones to inbound. Adams, corner 3 at the buzzer. No good. Ball's controlled by Bundy. Offensive rebound. Shots up. No good at the buzzer. And it'll be 49-22. How many buzzers?
Down the stretch there.
They get a lot of chances at it. Through 3, 49-22. You're listening to the Martin Peterbilt Cardinal Media Network.
This broadcast and all of our exceptional web content at Cardinal Media Network are brought to you by Julie Ross Ray Media Consulting. With over 20 years of experience, Julie provides tailored media solutions to help take your business to the next level. Learn more at julierossraymedia.com. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Yaton's Auto Sales, where every deal is a slam dunk. If you're looking to drive home a winner, Yaton's has the lineup to get you there. Quality vehicles, great prices, and a team that always delivers the assist. Stop by Yaton's Auto Sales and let them help you score big on your next ride. Yaton's Auto Sales, proud supporter of Cardinal basketball.
49-22. To start the fourth quarter, it'll be Harlan County's ball. And it will be Reagan Clem to throw it in. Having a tough time getting us across. Straddling the line now, gets it over. And a nice pass underneath there. Runyons finds Napier underneath. Jones brings it up. Messer for corner three. No good. Rebound underneath to Napier. Pushing the issue to Simpson. Three ball off the back iron. Rebound underneath the Bretts, who's back in the ballgame. Good, strong rebound there for Riley. Mabe trying to pass it back, had the ball deflected, and that's a turnover for South Laurel. Cochran comes away with it. They hound her out here. Gives it to Clem. Runyons, three, too strong. Rebound Mabe. And she's fouled from behind there.
Foul number 21,
Taylor Napier. That'll do it for Napier. That's five on her.
Already. 7 minutes left to go in the fourth. We're in the game here, and she's out. You know, one Tyler, I think you said J.C. Simpson had 15 points.
She's averaging 15.
Averaging 15. She is zero. We'll say across the board.
Wow. Keying on her. They've done a great job with it. And then Cochran's been quiet as well.
Clem averaging 8. She's got 0.
How many has Cochran had? She's 11 and a half.
She's got 5.
Man, oh man. Weaving in and out of traffic. Runyon's another 3. Got it. Runyon's kind of piling up points now. Was it 6?
It's 8 for her.
8. Messer under control. Call for a screen.
Nice
what a play. Aubrey Bundy finds Macy Messer underneath, and she just kept moving after she got rid of that ball.
Nice back screen for Messer to free her open on the block.
That was beautiful. 51-27. I mean, at the end of the game, we'll have the Creek Church Player of the Game. We'll get to talk to them.
SWAT. Get it out.
We got some options here. Bretts catches a tough catch in traffic, gets it off to Bundy, shots up, no good. She's fouled. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. She's got making a case for player of the game.
She's got her and Jones and Messer all have 13 points. How about that?
Cash me outside.
How about that?
51-27 with 6 minutes to play. Bundy rips that through. Phantom will check in. Mabe will go out.
Lady Bear, number 14, Kennedy Sturgeon.
And 1 for 2 at the line there for Bundy. That ball is controlled by Jones. Gets it right back to Bundy. Back to Jones. Mid-range jumper in and out. Rebound comes off to Sturgill. Kennedy Sturgill will bring it up herself, working against Bundy. Off to Runyons, to Cochran.
Nice move.
Floats it up and gets it to go. Cochran with a nice shot. Timeout Greer. And the Lady Black Bears, 52-29. We'll take a quick one with them. Listen to the South Laurel Lady Cards right here on the Martin Peterbilt Cardinal Media Network.
The Family Entertainment Center, where every visit is a slam dunk. From 18 lanes of bowling to arcade games, laser tag, go-karts, and much, much more, the Palace has the action to keep the whole team entertained. Celebrate birthdays, dine in our full-service restaurant, or just have fun after the big game. Visit us on North Main Street in London and see why the Palace is the ultimate game night destination. Go Cards! Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Yates Auto Sales, where every deal is a slam dunk. If you're looking to drive home a winner, Yates has the lineup to get you there. Quality vehicles, great prices, and a team that always delivers the assist. Stop by Yates Auto Sales and let them help you score big on your next ride. Yates Auto Sales, proud supporter of Cardinal basketball.
It's 2:29, your score, 5:41 to play. Shasta Brackett has just checked in for Harlan County. Great name. How about this? Fannin unabated and a little miss from inside the free throw line. Nobody picked her up. That's a shot to take. Just couldn't connect. Cochran back the other way, and we've got a... That's going to be on Shasta Brackett. Gets in the scoring book. A little illegal screen out top. Black Bear's going to pick up full court. Fannin off to Messer. Back to Mackenzie Fannin. Up ahead to Bretts. She slips through and has her shot rejected. Underneath there by Whitney No.
This team, the Black Bears, is not a horrible team.
No, they're young. Yep. And Simpson going for the move there. Fannin picks it up.
She don't think she can do that.
No.
Jump ball.
She was on the ground and then decides to, and picked up her dribble, Tyler, nonetheless. And then stands up and starts dribbling. I'm not sure I've seen that one.
We'll get a jump ball, that'll give it back to South Laurel.
You've seen that before?
No, I haven't. Aubrey Bundy now has the basketball. Over to Messer. To Fannin. She drives in with the left hand, loses it on her way up. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay with South Laurel. Jamie getting a lot of swiping there as they try to go to the rim. Messer underneath. She lays it up and in. She's starting to feel it. This second half's been all Macy Messer.
15 now for her, leading all scores. Bundy with 14 at free throw. She missed, kept her from being tied with Messer. Although Messer did miss a free throw early in the game. Ooh, that's a little.
We got to travel
we got
here.
to slide again.
Whitney No.
Shelby Smith going to enter the game. I've got her listed as number 14. That is not correct. 52. And she'll come in for Brett's. Ooh, had the little handoff maybe.
Yep, Smith to Bundy. Over here to Jones. Jones working against Simpson. That's a nice matchup. Goes behind her back, shakes free. Over to Messer. Messer with Clem on her, goes by her, gets all the way in the paint. She'll go back to the line to shoot two. Great move to the hole, Jamie. She exploded through there. Yes, she did.
She really defended well by Sturgill, I think, was out on her. Might have been.
That was Clem, number 10.
Yep.
Number 4, Macy.
Or Simpson, number 10.
Yes.
Messer can add to her total.
Splashes that one through. How many of these come in the second half?
All but 3.
Wow. 3:50 to play, 55-29. One or two at the line.
Seems to be the MO of this team.
Callie Jones couldn't come up with that offensive rebound, and hit the floor there was Smith. And the possession arrow will give it back as a little tie up. We'll give it back to the Lady Bears. Glenn with the ball. Gives way to Sturgill.
Lexi Messer back into the ball game. South Laurel.
In close, Clem, no good. Rebound controlled, up ahead, beautiful pass.
Nice finish.
Shelby Smith with a better finish. Phantom with a delivery. 57-29.
Shelby's first bucket of the night. Shot. Good catch and finish for Shelby Smith.
Sturgill, little ball fake, drives in, drops it underneath. Shots up, no good. Reagan Landa will go to the line to shoot two as she's fouled in the act of shooting. Lexi Messer gets in there with a foul. I believe Emma Adams is going to come back in. That's off. Landa misses that one. Rattle that one home. 27-point lead here for the Lady Cards. Now checking in will be Chloe Carr, another freshman. Fannin. Over to Jones, now to Adams. Fannin turns down the three, now dribbles in. Off to Jones, three balls, good. Another First National Bank of Manchester three-pointer for Callie Jones.
These girls are all fighting for that player of the game. Callie Jones making her case with another three.
Chloe Osborne will check in along with number 10, Mia Hibbard, at the next stoppage. And there goes Shasta. Flies in, no good. Shasta Brackett.
Shasta Brackett, have you heard of that quite combo of a name before? Shasta's a drink, right?
Yeah, I used to drink some Shastas at the hospital when I worked at there. They would switch from Coke products to Shasta. That ball's no good by Brackett. They were good. They would do. They had like a
Spritey taste.
They had like a Mount Dr. Thunder or something, one of those Dewdrop or something. Those might all have been Big K's. I might be getting them mixed up. That one's good for Brackett. 31-60 your score. Osborne bringing it up. Dangerous pass over here to Adams. She controls it, though. This Shelby Smith. Smith steps into a three. That's good. Another. First National Bank of Manchester 3. The triples are raining down here for South Laurel.
Can you recall what the halftime score was for South Laurel?
I believe it was 26.
Yeah, now look, 63.
Yikes.
Putting on offense. We was hoping for this. We wanted to see this team come out offensive, hitting some shots.
37 points this second half. Maybe, maybe not.
23 in the third quarter.
Underneath, Shasta Brackett can't connect. Rebound comes off to Hibbard. Hibbard looking to push. Up ahead, off of a tip pass.
Here with the assist.
Adams lays it in. That's nice. Lady Cards showing their depth here. Osborne out there. Brackett. Two-hand pass, top of the key to Sturgill. She gives way to Chloe Carr.
Not sure who we got on checking in for the Cardinals over there. It's number 2.
Maybe Helliana Massey. Let's listen here. Chloe Osborne gets in there with a foul.
Number 14, Kennedy Sturgill.
So Kennedy Sturgill will shoot a foul shot here. 65-31. And she gets that to go. Yeah. Aliana Massey will check in for South Laurel. Got them both.
It's the first 2 points for Sturgill.
65-33. Osborne with the basketball. Dribbles out of trouble. Now over to Massey. To Hibbard. To Osborne. Got it to go. Bench erupts. I'd love to see Osborne get in the game. Big smile on Osborne's face. Driving in. Carr with it. Working against Hibbard. Down low, number 42 for Harlan County. Shots up, no good. That's Natalie Moore. Got a 5-second violation here, 28.1 seconds. And it will be Massey to throw it in. Adams. They pass it around. Massey going in, has a shot rejected with 8.9 seconds to play. Three ball, no good. That was Messer. Adams shoots it, no good. And that ought to do it. 67-33, your score. Lady Cardinals victorious. Use a big second half to pull away from the Lady Black Bears. And their offense finally started matching their defensive intensity. And the 6-7 group over there really happy about this score.
Yeah.
That's great. Couldn't have asked for a better. The whole, all the kids doing it. So we'll have our player of the game when we come back. It's going to be, Jamie, I think it'll be number 4 there, right?
I think we got to go with
Macy Messer, our Creek Church player of the game. When we come back, we'll hear from her, and we'll hear from Coach Todd Wendland. 67-33. We'll step aside. You're listening to the Martins Peterbilt Cardinal Media Network.
Martins Peterbilt is a third-generation family-owned business known for outstanding parts availability and unmatched service. Their knowledgeable staff and dedication to keeping your truck on the road makes them your complete resource for trucks, trailers, parts, service, and much, much more. Serving London and the surrounding states for more than 50 years. Stop by one of their 5 locations today or call them at 606-878-6410 or at martinspeterbilt.com. Just like a strong defense on the court, Sheriff John Root and his team work every day to protect Laurel County. With dedication, teamwork, and community pride, they're here to keep our families safe on and off the field. Good luck to the South Laurel Cardinals. This broadcast and all of our exceptional web content at Cardinal Media Network are brought to you by Julie Ross Ray Media Consulting. With over 20 years of experience, Julie provides tailored media solutions to help take your business to the next level. Learn more at julierossraymedia.com.
First National Bank of Manchester. Experience modern banking with hometown service at First National Bank of Manchester. They offer a variety of personal and business accounts, loans, and free digital banking services to meet your needs. Visit them at 1211 West 5th Street or call 606-864-8360. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Yaton's Auto Sales, where every deal is a slam dunk. If you're looking to drive home a winner, Yaden's has the lineup to get you there. Quality vehicles, great prices, and a team that always delivers the assist. Stop by Yaden's Auto Sales and let them help you score big on your next ride. Yaden's Auto Sales, proud supporter of Cardinal basketball. You're invited to the Creek Church. Come experience meaningful worship, a message that meets real life, and a community that feels like home. If you're curious about faith or ready for a new beginning, there's room for your story, your questions, and your next step. Join us this Sunday. Your seat is already waiting in London, Somerset, and Williamsburg. Visit thecreekchurch.com for more info.
Welcome back here to postgame. South Laurel Lady Cards victorious 67-33, your final with a good offensive outburst in the second half. And Tyler, it's good to have you back.
Yeah, man. He was making fun of my pants. They are a little high tonight. I just got low socks on, too. Makes it worse. I usually have something to cover my legs here. But
Randall was making fun of you?
Yeah, well, he was just saying, what am I doing here? And he's rightfully so. They look good when I'm standing up. Yeah, a little bit. But, Jamie, 67-33. Our Creek Church player of the game is Macy Messer. She led all scores tonight. And nice win here. And Jamie, over at Clay County, looks like we got a final over there too for the boys.
63-57 Clay County as they made South Laurel was on top by 1 at halftime, and Clay County had a good third quarter to stretch it to 6, I think it was, after 3, and then a battle back and forth. And South Laurel looked like they got close, had a chance in the last few minutes, tied the game there at one point, and a few non-calls, I'm sure. Stretch got Clay County the victory, but a good, hard-fought battle for Coach Davis and the boys over at Clay County. Never easy place to win, no matter what content you bring.
As that team, Jamie, they're going to be fun to watch. They'll be on the road at Harlan, the Green Dragons there, Harlan Independent on Friday, and this girls' squad here will be on the road at Southwestern, which I believe we'll be going to that one as well. So that's going to be a good battle, another 12th region foe, and we'll have the battle here for you. We'll do a little score and rundown before we hear from Coach and from our player of the game, Macy Messer. Jamie, give us a little score rundown.
Let's go with Shasta bracket with 1 point. Cochran with 7, Sturgill with 2, Landa with 6, Napier with 4, Runyon with 8 to lead all of Harlan County, Noe with 2, and Robinson with 3. For South Laurel, Riley Bretts, 3 points. Emma Adams with 5 points. Macy Messer, along with Callie Jones, leads all scores with 16 points. Aubrey Bundy also in double figures with 14. Shelby Smith with 5. And Mackenzie Fannin with 3. Peyton Mabe with 3. And Chloe Osborne gets her first bucket that I know of the year with 2 points for her. 67-33. Also, we have with us in the booth here is Macy Messer. She's our player of the game. I'm going to switch the headphones over to her.
Our Creek Church player of the game, Macy Messer. Jamie, you had her with how many points, you say? How many?
16.
16 points for Macy. We were talking there off air. Coach Windland went back to get you a scorebook, Jamie. So what a guy he is. And Macy, great game. All your teammates there had nice games as well. Skeeter, not as much on the scoring end, but just made a living there on the glass tonight and really kind of set the tempo. We talked a little bit about that. It's a little bit of slow starts. 4 games into the season. It's kind of, y'all had to battle back on Saturday and a tough game on Friday. Just we didn't get to get up there. We were doing the game across town, but we'll talk a little bit about that. What was that experience like up there at Sacred Heart?
Yeah, slow start again up there. We were in a dogfight, which we really shouldn't have been, but overall, we came out with the win, and that's really all that matters. But it's only up from here. So that game we really just got to improve our work on that.
You all held their leading scorer tonight to, I don't know that she got a bucket. So that was Simpson there. We were looking through, and I thought, well, it's a quiet night. James said, yeah, it's the quietest night. She had 0 points. Was that kind of the game plan? Don't let her get going. She came in averaging 15, and you guys hold her to 0. So,
yeah.
And just to credit, your guys' defense never always shows up, and it was like the offense caught up in the second half. You had a huge third quarter. What coach say to you maybe at halftime? He said, look, you gotta get the ball in the hoop.
Yeah, he just told me, when we went out there for the third quarter, we started out first play of the game and a 1-3-1, so just came out really pressuring the ball and trying to get a deflection, and he just told me to get in there and go dominate and take it to the rim because we have a big size advantage on them. So really all of us just needed to take it to the rim, and we did that.
Yeah, and then to talk about a little bit here as we put a bow on this one, good win, another 13th region foe. Going back to the 12th region again, open with Rockcastle on last Tuesday, going to Southwestern. You got any memories of playing with them? They're usually a tough opponent, and that should be a fun one on Friday night.
Yeah, it'll be a good game for us. We really got to come out with the win. We'll be praying this week for them. They can shoot it. They can get to the rim, and they have good size there too. And they're normally pretty scrappy, so we just got to get after it.
Yeah. So I want to think about some high energy music or something to get these slow starts out behind you. But look, defense is always going to keep you in the ball game, and you guys played phenomenal there in that second half. So our player of the game, sponsored by the Creek Church, it's Macy Messer. 16 big points here for the junior. And we'll catch up with you on down the road. We appreciate you, as always. We'll get Coach Wendland in here now.
Thank you.
And Macy is just a fabulous player and even better person. She does a great job for us every time we talk with her. And we got our head coach in, Coach Todd Wendland. Coach, 67-33. Used a big second half. I was talking to Macy there. Seemed like the offense kind of caught up to the intensity that the defense was bringing in that first half. And at times, hands in heads over there, and just from frustration on your end, just some poor passes that were keeping the Black Bears in this ball game.
Yeah, early on, the defense was there.
Yeah.
And just like the first play of the game, we get a steal, get it in transition, missed, 2 or 3 at the rim layups, and didn't shoot the ball particularly great in the first half. I thought Bundy did.
Mm-hmm.
And then, some careless, I always call them careless turnovers, just lack of focus on I told them at halftime, those are the things we got to take care of. We're going to change some defenses up maybe, but I said the bottom line is take care of the ball. And when you're open, pull the trigger, shoot it, and we ran a couple sets to get Aubrey. I think she got back-to-back threes there at one time, and we started getting Macy open in the middle of the zone and running the floor, and Skeeter finds them pretty well. So
I thought you ran some beautiful sets there. One comes into mind where Macy throws it off, just kind of runs off like a little pin-down screen wide open underneath. It was just a really neat play.
Yeah.
She never quit, and it was obviously designed. And then I think even coming out of the first half, or coming to start the second half, y'all had a really neat play that you drew up. Obviously, you guys are in tune, and your team, that just kind of shows me that they're clicking and doing the things. Shots just weren't falling, and I wouldn't even say a slow start. It was just it was weird. It was just nothing was really kind of dropping there. It was just an odd start to this game, and
we just wanted to chase them off. They shoot 51% of their shots in the first 2 games were threes. So I said, let's see how their mid-range game is, because when I saw the 2 tapes I saw, it was either a 3 or get to the rim.
Yep.
And we said we're going to see how they go to the rim with some size on them. And Shelby drew a charge. He missed it. He even came over and said he missed it. And, that's the good thing. We're getting a couple, 2 or 3 of those a game. So.
J.C. Simpson there with their leading scorer coming into there, just a freshman. Thought the defense kind of frustrated her a little bit, and no points for her. I mean, obviously that is a perfect game as far as that goes for you and your team, and clearly, and I think even their second leading scorer only had that was not Clem, but Cochran.
Cochran.
She only had 7, and those came late in the game, and when she's averaging 11 and a half through the first two, and then Simpson with 15. But just a dynamic, just effort again on the defensive end. You guys, it carries you until you guys can catch up and get things going. And Bundy just. Some of those catch and shoots, I don't, no hitch, just catching, just firing it, and unbelievable.
She shot it from the middle of the season on really well, and it continued over the whole summer when we played. I mean, even when we're doing shooting drills and stuff, I watch her, and she's making them at a high efficiency, and it's good to see her shooting it with confidence because, when I took the job and I was watching the tape, she was a non-factor offensively, she wouldn't, but now she's someone you better be able to find or she's going to hurt you.
She's been in double figures, I think, 3 of the 4 games.
Yeah.
It's impressive to watch.
She's played really well, and, you talk about those 2 players. I mean, we get beat at Sacred Heart, and we hold their 2 Division I players to 10 of 30 from the field. But the live ball turnovers killed us there, and but those are games that's going to help us down the road, so...
We could have went with several here players of the game. We went with Macy. She led all scores and really kind of a catalyst for the offense in the second half. Really thought she just kind of found her footing there. Aubrey kind of was consistent throughout. And then, you just sneaky Catley Jones. You just don't, you think, well, she might have 8 or 9, but then you look up and she's got 13, 15. She just does it.
Right, the first game she got 16.
Yeah,
I kind of looked at it twice. I was like, I didn't realize she had 16.
She's just such a consistent player. And, again, we just marvel. This is 2 years in a row under these girls show zero emotion out there. They're probably the best card players, poker players out here. But they and I want to give a shout out to Skeeter. I don't know that she hit any field goals, but a couple free throws and just a monster on the glass. Though I mean, she just
controls the game in a lot of aspects. Probably one of the highest basketball IQ kids I've been around.
Awesome.
I mean, she'll come over and ask me things in practice, and not many high school kids are going to ask you the questions she does. She's just a great kid too. I mean, great in the locker room. She don't care if she scores 2 or 5 or 25. She just wants South Laurel to win, and that's the kind of kid you want on your team.
I love it, and it seems they've kind of taken on that. The whole group just kind of has a chill composure about it, and she kind of, I don't know if she just kind of do what I'm doing basically. I don't get too high, too low, and Brett's has a lot of fire to her. I will say that. But a fun night, and then we talked a little bit on Friday night. You're going to Southwestern.
Tough game, real tough game. They're very good, tough place to play, and see what happens. And we turn around, come right back on a Friday, Saturday, which is this week's set up just like the region. You're going to play on a Monday or Tuesday, and you're going to play on a Friday or Saturday, hopefully. So trying to get our legs accustomed to that, and we're doing pretty well at that. So
great win here, 67-33, and we'll move on, and we'll be over there Friday night in Somerset to watch you all take on the Lady Warriors. It should be a good one. We'll have it 7:30 tip-off. Coach Winland, always a pleasure. We appreciate you taking the time.
Thank you guys for covering us. This is great.
Man,
this is great.
A lot of fun. Great young ladies here. They're a lot of fun to cover. Macy does a great job from the first time I've interviewed her to now. She's of course she's played in big minutes for a lot of years, and she's still got just a junior. So it's crazy to watch these young ladies their games develop. It's awesome. So, Coach, we'll catch up with you down the road and get you all out of here, man.
Yep, thank you
so much.
All right.
Coach Todd Winland, victorious Lady Cardinals tonight, 67-33. You're listening to the Sheriff John Root post-game show, and Lady Cards take this one tonight. Jamie, get you out of here and get into the car and get on down the road there to Southwestern on Friday night. That'll be a lot of fun.
Specific play-by-play there you had, Tyler.
Well, I was going to say get outside and warm up because I'm freezing in here. It's crazy, but you're crazy. Julie Ray over here.
Ross.
She's Julie Ross Ray.
Julie Ross Ray.
JRR over here just giving us a lot of grief. But she keeps us honest. She keeps us going, and we appreciate her. The boys, tough loss over there. But they'll be back in action on the road Friday night at Harlan Independent. as the youngest Brett's goes by. That's a future lady card here as well, bud. We heard from Amanda, the assistant principal. She did a great job. Overall, just a wonderful night, and, of course, go South Laurel. James?
You stay classy, London.
And more important, thanks for stopping by. You've been listening to the Broadcast Brothers right here